Braving the weather here just outside the Queensmere Shopping Centre is Sam. Now, Sam is co-founder of Succoon Through Cancer, also one of these community champions for OneSlough that we've been hearing about, going around in the community, getting the message about how to stay safe during COVID-19 out. And Sam, tell me specifically, what have you been doing?
Oh, hi. We've been doing a lot of work around just getting the messaging right, making sure, using our social media platforms. At one point where we had a bit of an uptick in Slough, we sort of did some research and it was back to a particular area and BAME communities. So it's really about educating the community, sharing the messaging. I'm sort of setting up a train the trainer so community groups can then have a ripple effect, feed information down just about good hand washing, about staying safe, why it's good to social distance, how to keep 2 meters apart, what does 2 meters look like? It's just that constantly sort of drip feeding those messages. So recently we had Eid, and one of the things I did was create a video just with my family to say you can still enjoy these special occasions. We know we're in a new situation, a new normal, but do it safely, do it at home with your loved ones, in your bubbles, and it went down fantastically well. We shared it on Facebook.
You've talked about particularly targeting Black and Asian minority ethnic communities, and one of the things that you find is that when they hear the message from somebody like you who's known in the community, rather than coming down some kind of official government guidelines, they trust you a little better. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, they do actually, because they don't see it as, I think because there's so much fake news out there, that actually when they get something from Sam or Samina, they sort of go, okay, that's got to be legit, that's got to be right. It's about credibility in the community. It's about being able to reach all age groups. So even with our local mosques, I feel I'm very respected. People hear the messages. We had, especially with the businesses, because my day job is working at Slough Business Community Partnerships. I'm working with lots of businesses, even on the Farnham Road, ensuring that retailers can continue to trade but do it safely. So making sure they've got stickers, posters, making sure that they understand the importance of wearing a mask, why we're asking or hoping that everybody will adhere to the rules. So it is really, really important.
Now, you're getting lots of questions asked every day, but I found one of them very interesting, and this was about people who want to travel back home to see friends and family.
Yeah, definitely. Again, Slough's a very diverse community. We will have lots of people that want to travel back to Pakistan and India, and actually in the last few days I've had a number of people contact me to say the rules have changed for airlines, and obviously airlines want people to do the test before they fly and have the PCR certificate. Again, there's a myth. People think that they can do that through the NHS system. Well, they can't, because the NHS system is there for the public, for for safety of well-being and not for travel, but also it's about finding the right outlets or private organisations that can deliver that service swiftly and offer the right certificate. So I've been successfully been able to link up with partners and sort of tell people, well, try this, or but you've got to do that on your own.
Really interesting to hear that, because same conversations happening in my family. People who are travelling back to West Africa who are finding they've got to take a test here, and then when they get to the country where they're getting to, they're testing them again. So anyway, just before you go, also co-founder of Succoon Through Cancer. This is supporting South Asian women who are going through cancer treatment, and during COVID-19 you set up this befriending service.
Yeah, I mean, we worked very closely with Slough Community Voluntary Services and their wellbeing team, and we had quite a few referrals, as well as doing the grocery drops and the pharmacy, prescriptions for befriending. And we successfully befriended a number of people in the community that were going through cancer treatment, but also, to having to do that through the pandemic was quite horrific for them and quite scary. I mean, within the South Asian community, cancer is taboo, but then to be isolated as well on top of it and have to deal with the pandemic just felt to them as if they'd been hit with a double whammy. But we've now got some funding from Berkshire Community Foundation, and we've been able to now set up, from the basis of that, a befriending service for South Asian women, which we're launching this month with it being Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
We've got to come back and have a natter.
Oh, yes, please.
Let's do that.
Yes.
Sam, having a natter with me then